On the road, welcome back to West Ham Unofficial Away Days return as West Ham United take the trip up to Goodison Park for the final time to take on David Moyes' Everton. This is a game with added additional layers everywhere you look. There's storylines to be made everywhere here. A little bit upset as I last year at Goodison Park. I like this ground, I like this away day, so it's interesting to see what their new place is like next year. But they've had a real resurgence under David Moyes since he returned to the club, haven't they? Sean Dyche was faltering at best, and there was a lot of question marks raised over the appointment of David Moyes, whether it was just Sean Dyche 2.0, but he's came in and he's really rejuvenated the Toffees and has gotten well clear of the relegation zone, which was a pretty frank and clear threat for them this season. You know, there was talks of them going into their brand spanking new posh stadium in the Championship. That would have been a disaster for Everton, but that's not going to happen, and that's happened because of David Moyes, because he's come in and he's done really well. He's got them playing some classic boys football, let's just say that, but he's got them winning results, and you know, that's the main thing. And he faces his former club today with us in just a state of not sure really, because we were brilliant against Arsenal and then we were not so brilliant since. It's been really bizarre. One thing I will say is our away form seems to be a lot better than our home form as of late. I mean, under Potter, we've gone to Chelsea, played well, we've gone to Villa twice and played well, and we've beaten Arsenal, so that's a leg to stand on today for West Ham, that we're not at home, because we've had some dreadful results there in the last few months. Brentford, Palace, to name a couple. And at the end of the day, that Newcastle game it wasn't even last week, it was Monday night, was below standard. They were poor, they were there for the taking, they had one eye on their cup final coming up on Sunday, and we failed to capitalise on it, and that was disappointing. And we need to try and translate that disappointment into optimism today, because they're going to be a good side at home. They've been a real force this year. Everton, since Moyes has come back, they've made Goodison Park a bit of a fortress. My mind instantly goes to that Merseyside derby on that Wednesday night with Tarkowski scoring. They were never going to lose that game that night, and that's the power of Goodison Park. And if they get up early and they score one early, then it's an incredibly hostile and difficult place to play football. We've got a pretty decent record there in the last few years. I can remember going twice in the last 3 years and winning there. An amazing win last year with Suchek and Alvarez scoring in the dying moments to create bedlam in that away. And anything close to that today, I would take in a heartbeat. But yeah, look, it's going to be tough. They're a good side, and I just don't know what to make of West Ham at the moment. It's just going to be interesting to see how we adapt today. Whether he starts Ferguson or not, that's a key talking point. We're running out of games for our striker on loan if he doesn't start him. But then again, how does he get him in there? Is he going to stick with this 3-5-2 formation that limits the attacking players that he can put in there? Is there room for Ferguson? And if there's not, or if there is, who's he going to drop to compensate that? I don't know. Questions about Ollie Scholes. Will he play again? Will he be rested? We have got quite a big gap for an international break after this game. Will he stick with sort of Creswell and Scholes, or will he mix it up and bring Emerson back into the fray? That is another one to keep an eye on. In midfield, will Prowse, will he play again? I don't know. We need a bit of energy in midfield. I thought Monday night we looked just incredibly one-dimensional in there. We need something that's going to energise us in midfield, because that's what we're lacking in there, and I think that's probably what Potter will be targeting in the summer. But in the short term, we've just got to try and rejuvenate things in midfield, because defensively, sure, things up really well. We've got the likes of, Kilman's playing well, Wan-Bissaka has been excellent. So defensively, he's secured us, which had to be the first priority. But then, as a result, attacking-wise, has fallen back a little bit, and we need to get that back up to where it was before. We need to be scoring goals. We're not scoring enough goals. We're not generating enough chances, and that has a knock-on sort of domino effect on that. So, got to be clinical with our chances, because we're not making and generating a lot of them at the moment. That needs to change, and yeah, maybe Ferguson is that option. We're lacking a focal point up front. Can he provide that? I do hope so. A prediction, I can't see us winning, I'll be honest. 1-0 is what I'm going to go for, and hope to get a point and scuttle back down south ahead of the international break. That's it from me. Bowen to score. 1-0 is my prediction. What's yours? Put in the comment section down below alongside your thoughts on the game. Match day vlog a little bit later on, but until then, come on your irons, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.